Hello, good evening. Welcome, good folks of the internet. I think this week we tried to drive 500 kilometres in a Trabant across America. Mostly went well, right up until it didn't. So tonight we're going to drive 500 more. That's not a reference to some certain Scottish song. Nope, we're doing 500 kilometres of Brands Hatch in a Group C car, because why not? We can book the night off for work for this one, so let's hope it's a good one. I will cross over to the server now and try and squeeze one last qualifying lap in. I think we're actually 7th overall at the moment because we've got one driver off the server at the moment with a game crash. But let's see what I can do.
Sector 1 is clear. We've got cold tyres, so we need to get some heat into them.
We've got qualifying tyres and all the boost on, so this will be a bit scary.
Yellow flag in Sector 1. Sector 3 is clear. It looks like Bouchard has stacked it. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag Sector 3. Sector 1 is clear.
Here we go. Hold on. That wasn't ideal.
7th position. Incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 3 is yellow. Your left front tyre is running hot. Sector 1 is 0.7 off the pace.
It'll do that, Jim. It's going to do that a lot.
Cena has binned it. That's the end of the session. P7.
That's a shame. Couldn't find any more. But I hadn't driven this car on qualifying tyres on this track until about an hour ago, so I'm relatively happy with that, actually. Don't want to keep everyone waiting. So yes, we're driving Stefan Beloff and Derek Bell's number 2 Rothmans Porsche this season. I don't think I'm as quick as either of those two, but I'll give it a go. Right, and now I just need to switch over to the race car, but you don't get to see that because that involves passwords. So we'll be back shortly. ISO mods being as detailed as they are, of course, there is a qualifying version and a race version of the car, so I just needed to exit the server quickly there to switch between the two. Now we'll wait for the briefing and go out and do some warm-up laps on the race setup. If you're interested, that's the race setup. We had to go for hard.
That's the end of the session. 16th place.
We had to go for hard tyres because otherwise everything melts and I've just been disconnected. Wonderful. Okay. Please stand by then, we'll be back shortly. Ah, it would appear then that they're resetting the server. Well, we'll know for next time to start the stream a bit later then, won't we? After the server reset. I'm not a TV personality and I'm not very good at filling. Right, and hopefully that's us back. So where was I? I think I was going through the setup, wasn't I? Yes, we've gone a hard compound on the front because those front tyres will absolutely melt otherwise. That seems to be the key to success with setups for these cars, is managing the tyre temperatures. And there's the pressures and roll bars if you're interested. I'm not one for hiding setup secrets.
That's the end of the session. 10th
Yes.
position.
Once briefing's done, we'll get out on track. Let's see, maybe we can have a look around Brands Hatch in 1984. It's changed quite a lot since the 80s. Certainly since the last time I was there. This is all a new building now. This is not here. They've built a new control tower just there. Track layout is mostly the same, except for one key difference, which we'll come to. So you see on the outside of Paddock Hill, we've got tarmac runoff. That's actually the original route that the track took. They reprofiled the corner in the 60s and just left the old bit of track there as runoff, which is why it's so incredibly slippery. You want to stay off that. Oops. We come up to Druids, and that's not really changed, although you want to avoid those concrete cowpats on the inside of the curb there. They will really ruin your day. And Graham Hill Bend's the biggest difference. It's a different profile. It's much faster than it is on the modern track. I believe it's Surtees, and the run down to Hawthorns and around the back of the track is pretty much unchanged, or at least very similar to how it is on the modern track. I think some of the corner profiles might be a bit different. I know this corner's got a new name nowadays, but back then this would still have been Clearways, and it's also still the same. So the track's not really changed a great deal between 84 and the modern day. This is one of the good things about ISO. They will go out and make a specific 80s version of the track if they need it. Or at least, if not from scratch, they'll tweak the existing one to make it more era appropriate, and that'll be more than just changing a few sponsors' logos. It's a very impressive job they do. So that's important. Group C was a fuel formula. It wasn't a turbo sprint to the end like World Endurance Championship is become in more recent times, or indeed as Group C would become in later years. Fortunately, with the way I'm running the car, I don't really need to worry about saving fuel around here. But certainly some of the other tracks, it's a big problem. And yes, there's no pit speed limit, because that wasn't invented until the 90s. Right, with that, let's see how it looks in race mode. If you did see our little qualifying lap just then,
Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Your brakes are cold.
you'll
Be
notice
careful.
I'll be changing gear
Tyres
a
are
lot
cold.
earlier.
Watch out. Green flag sector 1.
Braking earlier. Everything's going to be slower. Oh dear. Oh dear, we've appeared to have had another game crash. That's a problem. Please stand by then again. I'll try and fix this. There was an issue identified with this, so I'm going to very quickly read down and reinstall the mod. Fortunately, I have very fast internet, so it shouldn't take too long. Right, that's the mod re-downloaded and reinstalled. Just starting Automobilista now, and hopefully that'll solve any problems. Hopefully. This is just one of the side effects of pushing what is quite an old game engine quite hard. Right, and with any luck, that should be us back in action.
Pit exit's clear. Stay behind the white line. Yellow flag. Caution. We need to get some heat into these brakes. Sector 1 is clear. Cold tyres all round. Yellow flag. We think Mendes has crashed. Green flag, sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Yellow flag in sector 3. Yellow flag, sector 1. Green flag, sector 1. 5 minutes to go, 5 minutes left. Sector 1 is yellow. Green flag, sector 1. Sector 3 is clear. That's a new fastest lap for Nielsen, 1:22.9. Yellow flag, sector 3. Green flag, sector 3.
This is going to be the biggest challenge of this race, is going to be the traffic. Even though we don't have any of the C2 cars or GT cars that would have been here in the real race,
Green flag, sector 2.
there's still a huge performance gap between
Sector 2 is 1.8 seconds.
these Porsches and some of the slower cars.
Car right, clear to the right. Green flag, sector
See
3.
the Nimrod there, that's one of the Rondos in front of us. They are much slower overall than a 956.
14th. Sector 3 is 0.8 off the
And it
pace.
is very difficult to overtake.
Yellow flag in sector 1. Sector 1 is clear.
Not sure what that is in front, but looking how quick it's going, it's probably another Porsche or maybe one of the Lancias.
Sector 3 is yellow.
Those that don't know, this is just a thing that
Fastest lap for Nielsen, 1:22.
Automobilista and indeed
Sector
all
3 is clear.
our Factor 1 based platforms do. So they'll load in a temp car like that to avoid a big judder in the performance while cars are loading in.
Sector 1 is yellow. Sector 1 is clear. Yellow flag, sector 3. Yellow flag, sector 1. We think think that Bouchard has spun off.
Just see how much time I lost there on that last lap in the traffic there.
Best lap in this session. Sector 3 is 0.5 off the pace. Two minutes to go, 2 minutes. Incident in Sector 1. Sector 1 is yellow. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Sector 1 is 1.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 2 is clear. Green flag Sector 3. Green flag Sector 1, yellow flag in Sector 3. Sector 3 is clear.
Even though we're not having to worry so much about the fuel at this race, we still need to pace ourselves a little bit. Because yes, I'm doing the whole 500 kilometres or 3 hours around about solo.
P11,
I can't do all-out attack for that long.
Yellow flag, caution. We think P2 spinned it.
There are some guys who are running as part of a two-driver effort for this, which will probably give them quite the edge.
Incident in
which
Sector
is
3.
fine,
Sector
fair enough.
3 is yellow.
I could have had a second driver as well, but I didn't want to, because I'm unsociable like that.
Green flag Sector 3. That's the end of the session. P11.
Of course, my main objective is just to finish this. This is round 3 of our season in these, and I've not finished a race yet. Been attacked by angry tyre stacks on both of the last two.
120 laps. Okay, Dave, get ready.
Don't get too excited. I think they're going to reset their warm-up for someone else to join. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Well, looks like it's going to be a spot to hurry up and wait. So we look at the entry list here, and well, yes, 1984 it was pretty much a Porsche Cup race, the World Endurance Championship, with the exception of a few Works Lanciers and quite a few other folks with a dream. Though some of these had done big things, and some would go on to big things. The Rondeau here had previously, that team had won at Le Mans in, I think it was 79 or 80, just before Group C started. Sauber there would go on to great things, as we all know. And Aston Martin was here with its Nimrod as well. There are a few others as well, but they've not shown up in our version. Because surprisingly, people want to have a car that's capable of winning. And if you want that in early 80s Group C, well, you get a Porsche 956. Just like what everyone in real life did. And Porsche was only too happy to sell them. A few of the other interesting names here that would go on to great things. Primigaz, that's the team that was that, would eventually, I think, go on to, I think that might be the Courage team that built cars for Le Mans for many years through the 90s and the 2000s. Brunn Motorsport there, that's what became Euro Brunn in Formula One. I do know that one. Prema we all know about. Very large sports car team back in the day. Very successful, I should
10
say.
minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
Of course, the other big privateer of the day would have been Yost Racing here. Went on to very big things, not just with Porsche, but utterly dominating sports cars in the 2000s with the Audi R8s. At least I think that was them anyway. If I'm wrong, please tell me with great fury, either in the comments or in the chat. Last final setup check.
That's the end of the session. P8. P8. Okay, get ready.
And let's get ready. So it is a rolling start, so you can ignore the start light there. Preempt that before that catches us out later in 40 laps.
Go!
And the guy who rolled off pole position before the lights went out just got himself a jump start penalty, didn't he?
In the middle, 3 wide, clear right. Clear all around.
So that'll be a reset, no doubt.
Car right. Clear right.
Boss has just retired. Yellow flag. Watch out.
Yep. We're going to get a restart.
It looks like Bouchard has gone off. Sector 1 is clear. Bouchard has retired from the race.
Left side.
6th place. Okay, we're done. 120 laps. All right, Dave, get ready. Green, let's go, let's go.
Alright, here we go then.
Right side. Clear to the right. Right side. Hold your line.
For 120,
Still
119 laps of Brands Hatch.
Still there. Clear to the right. On your right. Clear right. Clear. Clear to the right. Right side. Clear right.
I know weaving's a thing people do in real life and it's fine. I'm not so keen on it in sim racing because, well, sim racing cars don't have any peripheral vision unless you physically have a button or something to look. You can't just see the car out the corner of your eye. Looks like the folks at the front didn't understand to slow down, but never mind. We're away.
Yellow flag, sector 1.
Car left, clear left.
Sector 1 is clear. The track temp's increasing. It's now 26 Celsius. The leader's just done a 124.4. All right, Dave.
Right side, clear right.
P7. The car in front is Stir.
Right side, clear right.
Nope, you go away.
Car right. Hold your line.
You're going to boost past me,
Clear
then
right.
hold me up, aren't you?
Nah, bad luck, mate. Hold your nerve, just keep it smooth, no mistakes.
Yeah, you're going to boost past me and hold me up, aren't you?
The leader has just done a 123.0. 8th place.
Clear right, you're clear. Car right. Hold your line. Clear to the right.
The leader has just done a 122.8. Come on, Dave, keep pushing, we might get him back. Yellow flag, sector 2, P9. That lap was a 124.9. Green flag, sector 2. The gap to Lassina behind is now 1.1. Sector 3 is yellow.
Oops. Outbrake myself and dingle dell a bit there.
Whitman is now retired. Vasina has just retired from the race. Sector 2 is yellow. We can see white has gone off.
Christ, so many people are throwing it off the track already. We're going out. It's a long race, chaps.
Sector 2 is clear.
Though some of them may have been crashes or discos, I'm not sure. And I mean game crashes, not car crashes. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Car right, clear right.
P7. Come on, don't let him get away. Yellow flag in Sector 2.
I think we have to constipate here, so forgive me if I go very
We
quiet
think
for a bit.
White has stacked it. Green flag Sector 2. Okay, Dave, don't let this guy distract you. You've just done a 125.5. The gap to ahead is now 0.9. The leader has just done a 122.3.
There you go, that's a bit better.
That's your quickest lap in this session. incident in Sector 2. Sector 2 is yellow. Sector 2 is clear. Sector 3 is clear.
Car left. Clear on the left.
Okay, Dave, stay close. Wait for him to make a mistake. That last lap was a 124.7. We really need to be in front of this car. That lap was a 124.6.
We got time, Jim. Calm down. We'll get him.
Left side.
Oh!
Clear left.
Oh, that was silly. I don't think he realised there were two cars coming through there.
You've taken a tiny bit of bodywork damage, but you won't feel it.
Oh, yep. Well, we're missing
Green flag
something
Sector
important.
3. Watch your speed. Okay, Dave. We expect there'll be no traffic on exit. When we leave the pits, we think we'll be in P13.
How can the fuel take that long? That was completely my fault.
The track temperature's rising. It's now 28 Celsius.
I'm not going to give up. We'll get this fixed. We'll keep going. Right, now I've got to... That's a bug. I've got to sit here now while it puts non-existent fuel into the car. Right. As you can see under my rev counter there, the tank is already full, but it's putting a full 95 litres into the tank because that's what I had set up for the pit stop. Where's it going? Is it just coming out the bottom of the car or something? Most annoying.
All clear. Push now. Yellow flag. Your front tyres are cold. Thirteenth place. Your tyre temperatures are fine. New fastest lap for Nielsen, 1:22.3. The leader's just done a 1:22.1. Blue flag. green flag.
Car right. Clear. Clear to the right.
The leader has just done a 121.9.
Try not to let the red mist descend
Dave,
now.
you're reeling white in. The gap is 18 seconds.
It's very easy now to fall into the trap of overdriving like hell. Try to make up for my mistake. But that usually just leads to more mistakes and more accidents. Gonna try and stay calm and keep going.
Blue flag. Your last lap time was 1:24.9.
Car left. Still there. Clear to the left.
Mendes has retired.
Getting the feeling this is going to be quite a high attrition race. Only 20 laps in. We're already down to 14 cars.
The gap to white ahead is increasing. It's now 12 seconds. P12. You're reeling. White in. The gap's now 8.4 seconds.
Wasn't he pulling away half a lap ago?
Blue flag.
On your right. Still there. Still there. Clear right. Clear right.
Yellow flag in sector 3. We can see white has gone off.
I saw his front clip fly off.
E11. White behind is pitted. Sector 3 is clear.
I wonder what happened to you, huh? Too early for his scheduled stuff, I think. Unless he's doing something funky.
E10, that lap time was 1:24.4. Okay, Dave, lap times are pretty consistent. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag Sector 3. The leader has just done a 121.7. You're reeling.
Basically.
In. The gap is now 19 seconds. Sector 3 is yellow. Sector 3 is clear. Green flag Sector 1. Okay, Dave, you're reeling.
Basically.
In. The gap's now 13 seconds. That's the fastest lap.
Well, it's the fastest lap of my race, not the race. I don't know what it is about me and Brands Hatch. I actually quite like it. And it's quite fun to drive around. I'm enjoying this. I'm missing something around here. I just can't quite keep up with the faster guys.
Sector 1 is yellow. Green flag Sector 1. White is now retired. 10th position.
New strategy, I think
Yellow
what I'll
flag in
do
sector 3.
is I'm going to pit when I was supposed to initially on lap 40,
Leaders just done a 121.
change the tyres, top the tank off, and I can be back on strategy for the rest of the race. Because I didn't change tyres at the damaged pit stop. I thought that would save some time. So I'm going to have to stop twice again, whatever happens. Hello?
Right side. Clear right.
The gap to
Ace clear.
in front is now 6.9.
Jonathan in the Nimrod could be interesting to get past, as that thing does not handle at all. But it's an absolute rocket ship in a straight line. It's faster than the Porsche is. So he may have to get a bit creative if he chooses to fight this one. And stuff like that ain't going to help. Something else I'm noticing,
You've just done a
it's very warm in here.
124.4. Sector 2 is 1.1 seconds off the pace.
At the pit stop I'm going to have to go and open some windows, I think. See how he pulls on me on the straight.
You're reeling
Ace clear.
in. The gap is now 0.2.
You see through here, it doesn't matter how bad his handling is. If he can keep it on the racing line, there's not a lot I can do.
Flag.
On your left. Clear left.
Nice one, Dave. Great move. Keep it up.
That wasn't bad.
The gap to
Acycline.
behind is increasing. It's now 1.7 seconds. E9, that lap was at 124.1.
On your right. Still there. Clear to the right.
Right. Here we go. Come on, come on, come on. Try and stick with him.
Okay, Dave, we've gone out of track limits. Keep it between the lines. The gap to
Acycline.
behind is increasing. It's now 8.7 seconds. Yellow flag in Sector 2. We think that Boss has binned it. Sector 2 is clear. That's good consistency. Keep it up. We're seeing minor wear on your left front.
You know what? I think I've changed my mind. I'm going to run this tank till empty now.
E9.
We'll do the short fill at the end of the race.
Sector 3 is clear. Yellow
That's
flag,
feeling
sector
quite good
3.
at the moment.
That's the fastest lap of the race. That was 1:23.8. The leader
Coxon.
is pitting. Yellow flag, caution. Green flag, sector 3.
These are hard compounds anyway, they should be fine. Double stint, and we're not doing a full double stint on them.
Incident in sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Right side, clear right.
Sector 3 is clear. The gap to
Acerclay.
behind is increasing. It's now 17 seconds.
Marixy.
In front is pitting. Sector 3 is yellow. Green flag, sector 3. Yellow flag in sector 3. Roger is entering the pits. He's in P4. He should come out a little way behind you.
I was feeling really good now. Not feeling much of a difference with the worn tyres. Looks like they're wearing quite evenly, and the hards at the front are helping as well, so yep. I think staying out's the better idea. Take all the advantages while the car is fast. Unfortunately, as nice as that P5 looks, we're not going to be racing for that, because we've still got an extra stop to make of probably around 60 to 90 seconds for fuel. Although this way, not cranking the boost all the way. Hopefully we can stretch the fuel a little bit further and save ourselves a few seconds at the end. Could make the difference. Sure, John there's thinking, how the hell did I get a lap ahead of him? Truth be told, I don't know how either.
car right, clear to the right.
He'll probably know that I'm off strategy and that really we're actually racing, so I don't expect him to let me through. Oh no, he is.
Right side, clear right, you're clear.
Oh, that's a bit better. You may notice though we're on the brake bias back a bit. Well, a bit. We don't have much finesse in the 80s, so yeah. The turning's a bit better now. I think my crew chief may have died. I've not heard from him in a while. Well, we're doing this the old-fashioned way then. Come on.
Car right. Clear right.
And that's why it's handy to keep some revs in reserve.
Well done, Dave. You're looking really good. Come on, keep your focus. P5.
He's
We
back.
think you'll get about 70 more laps out of this set of tyres.
Well, they're actually only going to be doing about 2, but no, I think we're in this lap. No, actually we can stretch it for one more lap, And now we have 2 minutes. So, I'm going to grab some water and open some windows. I'll be back shortly. Right, and I should be back. Oh, God.
When we exit the pits, we'll be in P11, just in front of P5.
Right, so if I'm correct, this should actually be where we are in the race. Well, our second shot should be shorter than everyone else's. For our last stop, anyway. Ooh, that was close.
Car right, clear right.
like we may have a race. Driving like this, we won't. That was the wrong break point. Never mind.
Left side. Keep it steady. Clear left. Car right. Clear to the right.
Oh, I'm not sure that one was on there. Okay. It's a fight you want then.
There's a car approaching. Don't cross the white line. Watch your mirrors. P9, you've only got enough fuel for this lap.
Are you sure about that?
Alright Dave, come into the pits at the end of this lap. Box this lap. We think Roger has binned it. Sector 1 is clear. Hold your nerve. Make them do the work.
I think crew chief's just woken up then. Been over in the bar, have we, Jim? Admittedly, the bar at Brands Hatch is quite nice, but
Sector 3 is clear.
Right side. Clear right.
We think you'll be out of fuel on the next lap.
Right side. Clear right. On your right.
Blue flag.
Clear. Clear to the right. On your left. Clear left. On your left. He's still there. Hold your line. Still there. Keep it steady. Hold your line. Clear to the left.
I didn't change up,
Clear right.
so I couldn't change down.
The car in front of us is Boss, P10. Only 2 more laps of fuel. The gap to Boss ahead is increasing. It's now 5.0 seconds. Blue flag. just done a 124.0. You're a second off the pace in Sector 2. The gap to boss ahead is now 6.4 seconds. Stir is pitting from P4. Expect him to come out a bit behind you. Okay, Dave, we've just cut the track. Yellow flag Sector 3. Your lap time was 124.0. The leader
Hill.
is pitting. Green flag Sector 3.
Chacon.
Behind is pitting now. Yellow flag in Sector 3. P8. Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate. Sector 1 is clear. Yellow flag, watch out. The gap to boss ahead is increasing. It's now 8.8. Green flag Sector 3. Green flag Sector 1. Sector 3 is yellow. Yellow flag in Sector 1. Sector 3 is clear. P7. Incident in Sector 3. Sector 3 is yellow.
Trying to work out if it's better to take third gear through Druids. What I really need is a longer second gear, but I don't have that, so never mind.
flag sector 3. Stay focused. We're still in this. B6.
Shit!
Blue flag.
Apologies for the language there. I have no luck in this series at all, it seems. Well, my race may be over, but the actual one isn't, so we're going into TV mode. So it's the Yost Porsche of Tim Hiller and Richard Coxon leading at the moment by a minute over Richard Wilkes and Leland Sanders Nilsson sharing the car with him today. Running in third is Cesarius Sapinski in the Skull Bandit. Fourth is Gabriel Sturr, we see there, just putting another lap on the Nimrod of Jonathan Asserklimpf. Juha Boss running fifth, who we were seeing battling with, well, me, shortly a few minutes ago. In sixth at the moment is Nicholas Kirsten in another Porsche. Running seventh, Giano Warscher in another Porsche. John Team in another Porsche, surprisingly. Some idiot who just crashed. Felipe Mirazzi currently 10th, but shortly to move up, surprisingly, in another Porsche. Bruno Chacon in the pits, running 11th, and currently 12th, and I believe the last car running, that's Jonathan Asserklimpf in the Nimrod Aston Martin. So that car's taken quite the battering during this race. So it looks like there's a battle on track at the moment, or the closest one I can see at the moment is Roger and Kirsten for 6th place. Let's have a look at that for a bit. I caught the slippery tarmac on the exit of Paddock Hill Bend, and that spat the car off to the right and into the wall. That ended my race, is what happened. So we've switched to TV mode. Oh, a big moment for Roger there. Going through Surtees, I believe that is. That'll have definitely got his attention. Oh, runs wide again. Very easy to do through the loop at Brands Hatch. Very, very easy. And runs wide again. He's definitely feeling the pressure, I think. He's either trying to... Yes, he's trying to hunt down Kirsten. In the Trust Racing Porsche 956. Dives into Paddock Hill Bend. All over the curbs on the exit. You want to be careful, those are very slippery. Gap's holding at around 4 seconds at the moment, though, despite everything. I'm not sure where they are strategy-wise. I didn't quite see that before the incident. Looking at the gaps there, it's quite clear that everyone's quite spaced out at this point. So closest battle on track does appear to be for 6th. Not just closing the gap, he's got it down to 3 seconds as he comes through Stirling's. Up towards Clearways, down to 3rd gear for Roger. Out onto the front straight, started lap 85 for him. I believe he's running a few laps down on the leader. And he's got one of the leaders coming up behind him as well. He's got Wilkes running in 2nd, closing him down. He's down to 2 seconds now as he dives into Hawthorns. What is the effort there? He's made up 13 positions. That's quite a good... Oh, look, there's the Nimrod off going through Dingle Dell. Jonathan keeps it out of the way. Quite well done from him there. It's now just over 1.5 seconds as Roger crosses the line again.
Behind is pitting.
Oops, I can switch that off now. Get him right up behind him now. Just 1 second separates the two. We'll follow this, it's the closest battle we have at the moment. We're on lap 88 out of 119 here at Brands Hatch for the 500 kilometre race. Up to 160 miles an hour as he hits the brakes into Hawthorns. And Luciano Rochers closing. Down to just over half a second between them now. Both in customer Porsche 956s, so it's going to be all down to the setup and the driver. Gersten holds on for another lap, it seems. But Roger's right on his tail now. Going through Paddock Hill Bend up towards Druids one more time. She'll be right in the aero wash of the current. Oh, look at this! Right under the rear wing. Through Graham Hill Bend up towards Surtees again. But Roger, it seems, can't open the door. Very difficult to overtake round Brands Hatch. Very narrow track. Very few overtaking opportunities. But he's having a look into Hawthorns. Oh, they nearly touch. Going into Hawthorns at 100 miles an hour. Kirsten runs wide, and that's Roger's opportunity. He goes through. Takes that 6th position. Now can Kirsten retaliate and take it back? That's all it took. Just a little mistake, and Roger was able to make the move. Up to P6. Very good drive from him so far. Kirsten's still there, though it looks like he may be dropping back. That's Richard Wilkes there in the background from position 2. Looking to put another lap on these two. The Brun Motorsports number 19 car. Gets past Kirsten and cleanly through Druids, and now he'll look to dispatch Roger quite quickly. You can see how difficult it is to overtake round here. And Wilkes has now cleared the 2 back markers, and he's back into clear air. Now he'll need to calm that off though. Zarius Lipinski's only 27 seconds behind him. That's easily doable to make up if Lipinski pushes hard enough. Here is Lipinski in the Skull Bandit Porsche. 122.9 the last lap there. Absolutely hurls the car into Graham Hill bend there. Fantastic stuff. Just relying on that ground effect magic to keep the car stuck to the track. Is our leader now. This is Tim Hiller sharing the Yost number 7 with Richard Coxon. He's caught up with the battle between Kirsten and Roger as well. And he'll be looking to put a lap on the entire field here. When Juha Boss is in the pits, I believe that's actually on schedule now. He lost time earlier in an incident. Interesting to see where he feeds out into all this. You see Roger, he's pulled a little bit of a gap out on Kirsten now. And the question will be, where will Boss feed into this? He's still in the pit lane, as far as I can tell. So he may have some more battles to go yet. Here comes Roger onto the start-finish line. That's his Boss, who's still in the pits, yes. Kirsten goes through as well. Boss is still stationary in the pit lane. Long pit stops for these cars. Interesting to see where he does feed out. There goes John Team through. He appears to be closing in on this battle in the midfield as well. Oh, and Felipe Marazzi had a moment on the front straight there. Didn't quite see what happened. And that's Boss leaving the pit lane now. Comes out in 8th. He's around 22 seconds behind John Team and about 37 seconds behind the battle for 5th. Will he be able to make any of that up? He was very quick earlier, we saw. equally quick was John Team as well. I wonder if he's... Yes, he is closing. Already made up a second on this lap, so this is the one to watch now. And it looks like Kirsten's closed up a little bit on Roger. He'll have had the hurry up from the team, say team is coming. Need to push now. Oh, and looked like Roger ran out wide onto the runoff there through through Paddock Hill Bend. And now Kirsten's right on him again. As they come down the bottom straight towards Surtees. There's the Nimrod ahead of them again as well. I wonder if that'll come into play. And meanwhile, Tim Hill has just casually lapped the entire field. Now that's a very impressive performance by him and Richard Coxon there. Absolutely uncatchable today. Very well done. Yes, and there's Jonathan Orser-Klimp in the Nimrod Aston Martin. He's had a difficult race, but he's still going. He'll probably score at least something at some points out of this. Oh, but Roger gets caught behind him. And look at the power of that V8 in the back of that Nimrod. Drives away from the Porsche. Oh, they're rubbing through clearways. This is Kirsten's chance. Can he get through? Not quite. Look at the torque from that Tickford engine in the back of the Nimrod. Impressive machine that is. Not the greatest through the corners, but certainly down the straights it is fast. So the gap holds at about a second between these two. And all this time, John Tim is closing in. It's down to 9 seconds. Let's have another look at through the field. So, Tim Hill is still leading on lap 96 of 119. I suppose 120 it says on the score. We'll just go off that, that's easier. My brain's confused at this point. So Tim Hill leads with Richard Coxon. They're now a full lap clear of everyone. In second place, that's Richard Wilkes. Still going strong there. And holding the gap above from Jezera Klibitsky in third in the Skull Bandit. In fourth, it's still Gabriel Ster in the second Yost car. Car number 8, the Blaupunkt car. And he appears to be holding fairly steady at around 18 seconds behind. Currently in fifth is Luciano Rocha in the Brun Motorsports car. Right behind him we have Nicholas Kirsten in the Trust Racing Porsche. This battle's going to go on, I think. We'll come back to that shortly. And catching them very quickly now, it seems, is John Team in the GTI engineering car. See the extra front wing on that car for extra downforce. Running 8th is Juha Boss in the Rothmans Works Porsche. Doesn't appear to be hunting down the cars in front just yet, but he's probably still one to keep an eye on if anything happens up there. Running 9th, still going in the Nova car, is Filippo Marazzi. He's had a challenging race so far, but he's still going, which is what that can be said for quite a few people around here. Oh, some idiot who crashed out there in 10th still. Jonathan Orker-Klimp in the Nimrod, still going in 11th. Quite a few laps down at this point, but he'll get a finish, and that's important. And last car still running in 12th, but will be 11th eventually, is Bruno Chacon in the Schorstein team car. Anyway, get back to the battle for 5th. Gap's opened out a little bit now. It's about 1.5 seconds between the two. But that man John Team is closing every lap. Down to 6 seconds now. Still around a second between these two. No more stops to go. It's just a straight drive to the finish now. Oh, looks like Kirsten's made a little bit of ground on this lap. I don't think he's quite close enough to go for a move yet, but he's not out of this fight yet. I ride on board with Kirsten, looking ahead to Luciano Rocha there, coming up towards Dingledale. Oh, the car did not want to turn in there. Meanwhile, while all this is going on, John Team's closing in. Now just 5 seconds between him and Kirsten there. Yeah, you see him in the background now. John Team will see that as well. He'll smell the blood in the water. Ooh, gets a bit over the curb there. That's cost him probably a few tenths. And there's John Team now. Little wiggle as he comes out of Dingledell there up towards Stirling's. And again on the exit, he's pushing very hard. So this battle for fifth's about to become a freeway battle, it seems. Just 3 seconds now is the gap. The commitment in as he goes into Hawthorns there. So as we're coming on to lap 103 now, it's still Tim Hiller leading from Richard Wilkes in second. A full lap separating the two. Sarah Sapinski in third. Gabrielle Sturr runs fourth. And this battle here for fifth, which is Luciano Rocha, Nicholas Kirsten and John Team all together. Juha Boss running in eighth. And round off the cars still running. We've got Felipe Muratti in ninth, Jonathan Orklimp in 10th, and Bruno Chacon, last car running in 11th. On the front bumper now of that Porsche as we run around the back of the circuit. See just how hard these guys are pushing. Oh, they both. Nicholas runs a bit wide there. And Team all the way using all the curves, all the road. Through clear race, start another lap. Hurls the car down Paddock Hill Bend up towards Druids. Slowest corner on the sec, down to second gear, 50 miles an hour. Wiggles the tail on the exit as he gets the power down. Now he's right on the back of Kirsten. Not quite close enough to look at a move into Surtees, but will he be into Hawthorns? All over the back now. All the road, all the curbs. Trying to squeeze everything out of that car. Closes up, look, has a look. Not quite close enough though. Cross the line again. Up into Paddock Hill. Huge shower of sparks from the bottom of the car on the exit of the corner there. Through Druids. Again, right up behind him. Through Graham Hill and up towards Surtees, down the bottom straight. It looks like Kirsten's being quite clever here. He's not diving and weaving all across the track. He's just keeping ahead. And by doing so, he's not losing touch with Luciano Rocha in front of him. Oh, but he kicks the dust up there on the exit of the corner. All three of these guys are pushing very hard. I think Kirsten's actually opened the gap out a little bit this time, and he's now right on the back of Rocha's car. Look at this. He's gone from defending to attacking in a lap. He's looking around the outside into clearways. Oh, they're side by side, but he can't quite get it done. It's a drag race down the front straight, and Rocha's going to hang on. And now Team's right in it as well. Into Paddock Hill. John Team all over the back of Nicholas Kirsten. But at the same time, is trying to find a way around Luciano Rocha. Fantastic. Incredible stuff. Look how close they are. And Kirsten looking around the outside. Can't do it. Has to stay where he is for now. Gets a good exit, does he, out of Surtees. Goes for the move. He's alongside. Down the straight on the grass. Side by side down the straight. John Team's there as well. Oh! Can't get it done. And now here comes Team. Has a sniff up the inside, and he can't do it either. They go through Dingledale up towards Sterling's one more time. Nicholas Kirsten's all over the back of Luciano Rocha, and he's got John Team having a look now. Can John Team do it? He's alongside. They're side by side. They touch in the braking zone. And Kirsten holds on. Team gets a better exit up towards Paddock Hill. Has a look. Can he do it? Not this time. Oh, this is fantastic stuff. And this is after 104 laps for these guys. Over 400 kilometres of racing they've done already in nearly 2.5 hours, and they're still going at it. Absolutely fantastic stuff. And Rocha gets a slow run through the corner. This is Team makes the move. Team takes 6th position. He gets past Kirsten. Now, can Kirsten counter-attack and get back the position, or can Team make it past Rocha and take 5th? Look at this. He's right under that rear wing. There's a sniff, but he doesn't do it this time. Looks the inside, down the front straight. Not close enough. He's still under massive pressure from behind as well. Absolute dogfight going on here. Here's Kirsten. Has a sniff around the outside, does he? No, can't get it done. Not close enough. Team all over the back of Rocha, piling on the pressure. Gets a bit loose. Catches the curve on the inside. Gets a good exit. Can he do it a second time? Nope, Rocha's too far ahead. And look how close they are. Oh, and a big slide from Team in the middle there. Desperately trying to find a way through. But Rocha's defending very well. He knows he just needs to keep that car parked on the racing line. It's going to be very, very difficult for anyone to get around him. Look at this. Less than half a second covering all three of these cars. Team has another look around the outside. Roger defends to the inside. Oh, and Team gets loose. Spins onto the half spin onto the pit entrance. Drops back. Now Kirsten has a look. I think Team just got a bit too aggressive on the throttle there, perhaps. Spun up the rear tyres and... I don't know if there was contact, but Kirsten spins into Druids. They're all getting a bit desperate there. That's very unfortunate. That was a spectacular battle we had there for a few laps. But it's not over yet, as John Team has recovered and he's still going. Only 2 seconds between him and Luciano Rocha. As we pause and take a breath. So we're on to lap 109 of, we'll just say 120. It's still Tim Hiller leading, Richard Wilkes second, Ślepinski third, Gabriel Sturr running in fourth still, and this incredible battle for fifth still going on. Taking a small pause for a moment, as both Nicholas Kirsten and John Team both had their own separate moments. Unfortunately for Kirsten, he seemed to come off worse. A spin at Druids. However, he may not be out of the fight yet. If Roger and Team start fighting again, he may be able to close the gap. You Are Boss still runs in 8th. Felipe Ramatzi still 9th. 10th is still Jonathan Asaklimp in the Nimrod. And 11th and last car running is still Bruno Chacon. There's less than a second between these two again now. Team's closed up again, just under half second now. He's close enough as they come up towards Druids. Has a look. Nope, not this time. Close, but not close enough. And Kirsten's got the bit between his teeth as well now. He's closed the gap. He's already back to 7 seconds behind these two. He has not given up. See in the background there, that's Cezary Ślepinski in the Skull Bandit car. Closing on these two to put a lap on them. Will he make a difference to this battle, I wonder? Again, right underneath that rear wing. But Roger's just got that car absolutely parked on the racing line. But Team's alongside now. Will this be the chance? He tries, but he can't get it done. Roger just hanging on. Fantastic stuff for them, these guys. As I said, this is after nearly 2 hours and 40 minutes of racing. The team's let Ślepinski through. Maybe he's hoping he can use him as a pick to drive past Roger. That's quite clever if that's the case. He knows that Roger will get a blue flag and should in theory allow the leader through, but no guarantees. I'm sure we'll see as soon as Lipinski goes past, Roger will be slamming that door very hard. Make sure team doesn't get past. There goes Lipinski around the outside. Oh, and he got boxed in on the apex, and team goes through. Very clever bit of overtaking there. He used the leader to open the door, and he just followed him through. Excellent bit of racecraft there. So John Team now takes 5th. Will Luciano Rocha be able to hang on? Will Nicholas Kirsten be able to get back into this? Find out shortly. Not long left to go now. Just 7 more laps, I believe. Yes, indeed. Lap 113 for our leader, Tim Hiller here. Ooh, he runs a bit wide there, but otherwise looks like he's had a very civilised race. A full lap lead. He can wind the boost right back, ease up on the shifts, just make that car cruise nice and happily to the end. But it doesn't look like he's doing such a thing. He's still going very quickly. Here's Richard Wilkes, currently running 2nd, a lap down. There's Lipinski. We saw him be very instrumental in that battle, which is still going on. Rocha's coming back. Excellent stuff. So here's Team. He holds 5th now. Just in front of Luciano Rocha in 6th still. They come across the start-finish line. Starting there, 111th lap. Whilst the leader... Oh, and Luciano Rocha's gone wide into Paddock Hill Bend. I don't know if he hit anything. But it looks like he missed the turn in and ran all the way to the outside. It's very slippery on that tarmac there. Hopefully he didn't hit anything and damage the car. That means John Team's now fairly secure in 5th position. Roger's going to have to do something incredible to make that back up now. We're also very close behind now. To him is Nicholas Kirsten, who's not out of the fight yet. After that spin at Druids we saw a few laps ago. And still it's not over. Kirsten's right up behind Rocha. Looks like he may actually have a bit of damage. Yes, you can see that the left front top on the front of the car there is a little bit out of shape. Just right up underneath him now. Has a look into Surtees, but he can't do it. And here's Kirsten looking again. Tries to do the switch back here through clearance, and he gets him. Decisively takes the position. That does make me think that Roger does have a damaged car. He was very difficult to pass earlier, but Kirsten made that one look easy. But he's not. No, he's coming back. They touch through Paddock Hill Bend, and they're still side by side as they come up to Druids, and Roger locks up the brakes, and bang, they hit each other at Druids. Getting very, very desperate towards the end of this race. Kirsten goes through. I think Roger lets him through there sportingly. I think he knew he'd taken the position by contact. So can he counter-attack again? The car's taken quite the pummeling in the last few laps, it seems. It looks like that may be the end of the battle there. That's Roger's losing time now, it seems. Don't know if he'll be able to counter-attack, but we'll keep an eye on it. Very spectacular way to in the closing stages of this race. Fantastic stuff. Well, my own race may have come to an end prematurely, but at least we got to watch that. This isn't position, this is just traffic, as this is Stir in 4th position with Juha Boss, who's currently running 8th, 2 laps down. He's got our leader, Tim Hiller, right behind him. We're on lap 118 now, just a few more to go. I suppose this will be Stir and Boss desperately trying not to go one more lap down. Well, it's Boss is trying to get a lap back from Stir and trying not to lose one to Hiller. Oh, I think there may have been a slight touch there. Boss runs very wide, holds on to it, and Stir runs wide at the exit. And Boss getting very fishtaily. Oh, it's all kicking off now. And indeed, Boss is trying to get past Gabriel Stir. It's not for position, but it's to get a lap back and for a bit of honour. They both appear to be trying very hard indeed. Here they come now through Graham Hill Bend. We've just got 2 more laps to go. This is lap 119 of 120. It's still Tim Hiller, leads from Richard Wilkes. And there is Sapinski in 3rd. We're watching Gabriel Stir trying not to let Juha Boss unlap himself. So this is it. This is the last lap. Tim Hiller just needs to do one more to bring home a crushing victory over everyone else here at Brands Hatch. 500 kilometres and he's a lap ahead of everyone. we'll go back to this for a minute, see if Gabriel said there's a yellow flag at Clearways. I wonder what's going on. Oh, it's Kirsten. I didn't see what happened to him. And that means that Luciano Rocha's got in 6th position back. Kirsten must have had enough. And that means he's lost 7th position to Juha Boss as well. Incredible stuff on the last lap. As this is Tim Hiller now coming around the back of the circuit. Big slide as he comes out of Dingle through Stirlings, all over the curbs, up towards Clearways. This will be the final corner. Tim Hiller brings it through Clearways onto the front stretch. Powers towards line, and that's a hugely dominant win for him and Richard Coxon there in the Yost Porsche. Fantastic drive from them. Looks like Gabriel Sturr managed to keep Juha Boss behind him. And here's Richard Wilkes. He'll be coming home in 2nd place unless something very dramatic happens at this stage. He comes up towards Clearways. And he'll finish 2nd and 1 lap down. That's shared drive also with Anders Nilsson. Running 3rd, still across the line, is Shaperis Cesarius Shlapinski in the Skull Bandit car. Gabriel Sturr finishes 4th. John Team's going to finish 5th, it seems, after that fantastic battle we watched between him, Luciano Rocha in 6th. Nicholas Kirsten, who has stopped. Hopefully he's crossed the line already. I believe he has done. Juha Boss will be classified 7th. Felipe Maratti we see here crossing the line. He'll be 8th. No, 9th, sorry. 10th will be embattled Jonathan Orca-Klimp in the Nimrod. But he does cross the line. Very well done to him. That's not an easy thing to get around this track. And 11th and the last car running will be Bruno Chicon. Out of the race will be, well, me. Jason White, he'll be 13th. Ricardo Mendez, Adam Hackman, sorry. Grant Riddell in the Lancia. Giovanni Centorame, the other Rothmans Porsche. Jules Bouchard, Mark Whitman, who both went out very early on. Martin Lucena as well, who disappeared early in the race. And Maximilian Petrafki was the first out right at the start there. Well, unfortunately, that wasn't the race I was hoping to have, but as I said, at least we... Oh, and Tim fires it into the fence for good measure at the end there. That may not have been the ending I wanted to my race, but at least we got to enjoy that, and hope you enjoyed watching it as well. Well, I think that's going to be the end of our stream tonight. Coming up this coming week, probably on Friday, haven't quite decided yet. We'll be doing next round of the ARC Championship back on the rallying. We haven't seen yet on this channel. At least I'll be driving my Rally 3 class Fiesta, something a bit more modern on and a bit faster. So, fortunately, hopefully that won't be another 3.5 hour mega stream. But hopefully I'll see you for that, and of course there will be more of these ISO races as well if there's no official broadcast for them. Well, thanks for watching if you've made it this far. Enjoy the rest of your evening and have a very, very good night, and we'll see you all next time. Cheerio.